Welcome to the very first episode of the Double Play. I'm Dax,
MC.
and we're brothers, and we just love sports, and we love pop culture and movies and all of that, and we love to talk. And we're here to talk about the NBA season. The season is about to start, and we are people that love sports, and one of our favorite sports growing up was basketball. I want to talk about where we stand with the NBA right now. I want to talk about what that means to us as well. And I guess I want you to answer first, bro.
I mean, the NBA, shit, man, as long as I can remember, so we were like, what? So we were just like 8 years old, then LeBron shoes, Kobe shoes. I think that's where, like, I think younger than that.
Yeah.
I don't even know. 6, we go with Avi to the mall and just cop shoes. Like, that's where I feel like that's where our love originated for NBA and basketball.
Yeah.
And from there, like, started locking in on the games. Dwayne Wade was like God for us at one point.
Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but we're like massive Heat fans. So we're from Miami. So
Well, hey, we're talking basketball. It's rep,
yeah,
why not?
honestly, yeah. Yeah. NBA was my favorite sport growing up. Especially with LeBron in Miami, that was like nuts. Truth is, I think the NBA has shifted everywhere. Like, I'm talking about from officiating, like
Marketing.
yeah, there's like so much shit that we can get into about how the NBA has changed. I hate it. We're talking about the All-Star game, the addition of the play-in tournament, the NBA Cup. I don't want to get started, but I'm not a big fan of where the NBA is at right now. I think it's pretty soft. Post-COVID, it just shifted and not for the better. And I think that starts with Adam Silver. I think he's not a good commissioner. But whatever. Long story short, we're here to talk about the NBA predictions, right? We always do this every year. We talk about who we think are going to win the awards, who's going to win the chip. And I want to start off low, okay? I want to gradually build up to like the big awards. But I think we should start off with, right? I mean, what do you think?
I mean,
Most improved? Yeah, let's do most improved. All right. We're going to start off with most improved player of the year. And I'm going to go with, I mean, this is like the toughest one to predict because it's like literally anybody,
yeah, this is
right? Like it can be, yeah, literally fucking anybody. So
yeah.
my pick is Benedict Mathurin. I think the Pacers are a good team, but now without Halliburton, someone has to step up. It's going to be him or Nemhard. I think he's going to fill in that role pretty well. I think.
How long is Halliburton out for?
No, he's out for a while.
Almost a whole year, right?
I
used to say
yeah. Him and Tatum. But yeah, I got Mathurin. It's going to be him or Nemhard that's going to step it up. But
yeah, he's out the whole year.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's gonna have to step up. That's good. That's a good pick.
100%. So I think it had to be like a fill in the shoes type of guy. That's where I went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, bro, this is a tough one because like
Could be anybody.
it could be a guy who had a great year last year but just destroy like supersedes that year, or it could be a nobody that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I had different guys. I was between two. I had a bias pick.
Oh shit.
My dog Khalil Ware. I think his ceiling's to the roof. I think he could. That's like my shit.
I love that.
But that's not my pick. My pick is Amon Thompson. How do you say Amon Thompson?
Amen Thompson, whatever.
Amon Thompson. I think it's Amon.
Yeah.
But the guy, physicality, both those twins, like, they're blessed. All right. Last year, he averaged 12, 7.4 rebounds. I think that's it's a number where like you have a lot of room for growth there. And I think now playing next to like Kevin Durant, Sengun, I think the Rockets are legit this year. I think they built a great roster.
They were last year.
Yeah.
Now with KD, yeah.
And I think KD's a guy that like you build around, you grow from, you learn from, and I think he's gonna take off. So that's my pick.
There's no like what the fuck pick for most improved, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, it's all what the fuck.
Unless you're already established, but like I don't know. Yeah, for me, that could be anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next award.
We'll go 6 man of the year. That's another tough one to predict. Kind of. But
Okay.
we could build up the anticipation.
Okay.
I'll start off there. This is a guy that when we were talking about it, like I feel we were talking about it like a couple days ago. It was hard for me to even believe he was a 6 man because of how good he is. But my dog Nas Reed. That's my pick. Nas Reed. And I was between him and Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Because I have high hopes for the Knicks this year.
So you think he's gonna be like a second-time champ?
I do. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait, hold on. I agree. That was my pick.
Oh, all right, so we're on the same board.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, I want to hear what you gotta say.
I was just shocked that he was even a 6 man. Like I forget.
Yeah, me too.
I forget that he's a 6 man because of how good he is.
Me too.
I think if he's in that role, I think he's a lock to win it.
Yep.
But again, Josh Hart is another guy that he's one of those guys that I like, dude. He's those winner caliber, those winner players.
Yeah.
He's those guys that he leaves their balls on the court every game. Like he's balls out.
That's one that I forget that starts. Averages like a double-double.
Josh Hart?
Yeah.
No, he's insane.
No. That was crazy. But yeah, him and Nas Reed are like two guys that are just like studs that are just like off the bench. It's crazy. Shout out Shad Joseph. Anyways, my dart throw. I got like a little dart throw. Like if you really want to get some good odds out there, don't sleep on Chris Paul. Because I'll tell you why. He's back. He's back where it not started, but he's back in LA. He's not going to be a starter, but we all know his impact, and he can make a team win a lot of games. And if he's going to be coming out the bench, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, listen, if you believe in the unction, it could happen, bro.
Yeah,
But
definitely be there.
I don't know. It's hard for me to back that team.
It's a dark throw.
culture.
I know.
That team lacks culture. So, but yeah, maybe. Hey, who knows?
It's a dark throw. Yeah. Let's talk about defensive player of the year.
All right.
This is like the hardest one, right?
I think it's a lock.
Okay. Like I think the only way Wemby doesn't win is if he doesn't meet the minimum game requirement.
That's why it's a lock.
Like if he doesn't meet that, that's like the only way he doesn't run. I think.
I agree.
He's just blessed. He's gifted. It's incredible.
When you're averaging close to 4 blocks a game,
It's crazy.
Like how do you not get some of that?
It's actually crazy. It's yeah.
But yes, I think Wemby is a lock. But I have to raise the argument to my dog Draymond Green, who I think should have won last year. I think he's the best defensive player year in, year out. When you talk about defensive value and what he brings to a team, he's the anchor of a defense. And guess what? Last year, they didn't have a center. You're talking about he had to be a small center. And he still was second in the defensive player of the year ranking. I think second or third.
So
now he gets to play his true position, power forward, as they got Al Horford now. You give the guy comfort in the defense.
That's the unction.
But you don't sleep on those guys. No, it's an unction and it's culture and it's a team that they win every year. They show up every year. And you're talking about, I mean, a 9-time all-defensive player, Draymond Green. The best defensive player of this generation, no doubt.
Wow.
I think he's the Rodman of this generation. So I don't like counting him out, but it's hard to count on Wemby when the guy's averaging 4 blocks a game, But whatever, let's go to the next one. I think we're safe to say Wemby's, as long as he's healthy, he should be locked.
He's locked. Yeah.
So speaking of locks, I say we go into the next lock.
Yeah, you got to.
Let's go Rookie of the Year.
I think it's just one of those years when like any other pick is almost nuts, right? Like you know how like every couple of years like there's that one guy like bro, if you're gonna say anyone else like you're just being like different or you're trying to be different. You know what I mean? I think it's just one of those years, bro. I think it's one of those years that Cooper Flag. I mean, we saw him in Duke. We saw him in the preseason too. he has like this poise. He has this like composure that like, or he's already like a big leader. It's like, and dude, they already have him starting at point guard in the preseason. That's like crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
so
no, we were watching that game, the preseason game. I mean, I know it's preseason, but
yeah,
the guy looks like a seasoned vet. Like he's been there for like I don't know how many years. He's playing like at his own pace. Like,
bro, he was like 16, thing like Team USA. Like that's probably like, you know what I'm saying, that like that helps.
and dominating, and he was balling.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the odds. You got Ace Bailey at plus 900. I mean, that's second. Like it should be a lot.
So, okay, I'm not saying I was gonna pick Ace Bailey, but because of him in the preseason, I was like, oh shoot, okay, like there's contention there. But like, yeah, it has to be flagged. But if I don't know, Ace Bailey looked really good at the preseason. I'll say that.
No, I mean, no doubt. But when we saw Cooper Flag play that day outside, when they were, I forgot who they were playing. I believe it was the Lakers, or whatever. Bottom line, the guy looked like he was a seasoned vet. He was running the ball up the court like he's been in the league forever. Usually, a lot of these rookies, once they're like in their first their first year, first couple months in the league, they're playing at a college pace. They're sprinting up and down. They don't get that pace yet. This guy's playing like he's been there before.
Nah, bro, he's been playing with AD and Kyrie,
And that's the other part. He's gonna be playing around a winning culture, winning basketball. Or I believe when you're around that, you build off.
they don't even have to win. They can be a shitty team, and he's gonna win right here.
Yeah, it just adds more value.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Right. So let's talk about
Let's do coach of the year.
yeah, yeah. Let's do go there. This is always one of those awards that you gotta like map out, like what team could like sneak up on people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
it's basically it has to do with exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
What team is likely to exceed expectations? Because that's usually linked to how well your coach.
yeah, exactly.
How well is he preparing the team and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So you want to start us off here?
Spo. That's it. Like, I'll just keep saying it. He's just one of the all-time greats. It's never won it. I'm gonna keep riding that horse until it dies. I'm sorry. He's just one of the greats that hasn't won it yet. You can say the same though about Ty Lue, because he's also one of those great coaches that has never won it, surprisingly. So he's also another candidate, especially considering that the Cavs are probably gonna go crazy. But Spo, starting off the year with no hero too, like he's gonna have that juice to just like somehow make us.
You mean the Clippers with Ty Lue, right?
No, Cavs. Or yeah, my bad. Sorry, Clippers. Wow, I'm tripping. Wow. Yes. Ty Lue's another guy who's just like been great, and he's never won. I'll just again, this is like bias.
The thing with me,
This is bias.
the thing is, Ty Lue would have to. The Clippers would literally have to be a top 2 seed in the West for that to happen, in my opinion. I mean, he's coaching Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul, James Harden,
Top 3.
like top. I just don't see that happening anywhere. But hey, man,
And I don't see that happening. Yeah.
so
I mean, yeah, I don't know. You never know. But whatever.
but
I got Spo, bro. I'm gonna ride that horse until maybe he retires.
So I was between two. I'll start off with the one that I entertained, which I'm gonna build off you. Spo. Yeah, we're biased. I mean,
That's your pick?
it's not my pick,
Oh, okay.
but I was thinking about it. He just got Team USA coach. We are one of those teams that we mentioned at the beginning of announcing this award that it has to do with exceeding expectations. I think we're a team to buy low. This is the worst I've seen the East in a long time. I think even worse than last year. The Celtics are depleted. Like I don't even know who's gonna win. I think it's wide open. And who's to say? We just got Norman Powell. Khalil Ware might break out. Bam. Who's to say we don't do something and exceed expectations? And like you said, Spo is one of the best coaches in the history of in this era at least.
Ever, bro.
Hey, he's one of the best ever. I guess we could say it. So who's to say that he doesn't get his first now? So I do love that argument, but my pick is Joe Mazzulla from the Boston Celtics. why people are counting out Boston this year. You got rid of Kristaps. There's a lot of uncertainty. I know we're on Horford. There's a lot of like what's going on.
Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum too. There's a lot of what's gonna happen. So I do think that's another team that'll exceed expectations. I think people aren't expecting much, but at the end of the day, Joe Mazzulla is one of those coaches that he instills they have a winning culture over there. He instills fire into his guys. You see it, and I can see him taking off with it. I can see them still competing and being a top 4 seed in the East.
Okay, wait. Can I give like an unbiased answer?
No.
Because if I take away my like love for the Heat, I think my answer would have been Quinn Snyder. Because you're right, the East is wide open. I think the Hawks have the ability to just shock the basketball world. Like, bro, they're one of those teams that like they're due. They're due. They have the they have the right people to do it. What he did in Utah is generational. Like what he did over there, like first seed, like with that, bro, that's crazy. That's nuts. I'm pretty sure he's won it before, right?
I don't think he has.
Yeah.
He has?
For sure. Well, actually, not. But, bro, I just think what he can do with the Hawks, never won it. So, there you go. What he could do with the Hawks, bro. So, what's your pick? Surprise people. No. My pick was Spo.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if I weren't a Heat fan, I'd go Quinn Snyder.
No, but remember, we're Heat fans, but we got to make our decision. I know.
But, bro, I can see the Hawks being like a team to beat.
So your pick is Spoelstra to win it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stick with Joe Mazzulla. Yeah. I love it. I love Spo. I'm biased. I do.
And by the way, I actually really like that pick because we hate Boston.
Oh, I hate Boston.
Just like that's something that people are not used to. We hate Boston. We are crazy Heat fans and Yankee fans. So, but Mazzulla is one of those guys that like makes me have like some love for Boston.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. I wouldn't say you have respect.
Yeah, respect. Great coach.
All right.
Guy. But all right, yeah.
Let's go scoring title. Let's just start off by saying that
last year was Shea.
Yeah, so I was gonna start off by talking about him. Like, it's so hard to like ignore and count him out.
Yeah.
Based off how, like, in every aspect of scoring, he just made it look so easy. Step back, his mid range, free throws. It's just so hard to count him out.
They call him the free throw merchant.
Bullshit. At the end of the day, this league has become free throws has become a part of the game. So if you're using it to your advantage, you're just taking one step in the right direction and being a better player in today's NBA. And that's no player's fault. That's the league's fault. So at the end of the day, we can't be hating Shea for it. We hate Silver and the league and what it's come to for it. So I respect Shea. I think he's a genius at what he's doing as a free throw merchant.
Yeah.
But whatever. Hard to count him out for scoring title, but I am. And my pick is Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I'm gonna say why. And I'm gonna say why. You heard what?
That's my pick.
Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why. This is I believe the second year in his career that he starts a season without an all-star on the roster. What does that mean? That brother's taking every shot. Yeah. He's driving it to the rim every single time.
This is the worst Bucks team we've seen Giannis have.
Probably.
I mean, since he's been that force in the league.
Don't be surprised if he requests a trade.
Yeah, it's true. Again, it's easy to say Shea, especially, I don't know how long Williams is out for, but, I'm sure he's going to get even more usage without Williams. The free throws. But, bro, I think the Bucks are going to be bad this year, like worse than normal. And they're going to need Giannis to, like, go ape shit. So, that's really why I did it. That's why I put
brother
Giannis as well.
When you're averaging 30 points in the last 4 seasons, and now you step into shoes of you're the only option, you're destined for 33. So that's why I'm going with it. But another option that I was entertaining was Luca with no LeBron for the first 3-4 months. That guy's gonna shoot the rock every possession. That's the type of player he is, and he's that type of scorer that like he has the ability to average 33. But yeah, I guess we'll ride the horse together for sure.
Let's get to it. And let's just get into MVP. I feel like the past couple of years has been like a toss up between like 3 or 4 guys,
2 to 3, probably. Right?
Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, Shea last one. Yeah, so 4 and 3, whatever.
Let me ask you before you go into it. Are you like certain on one, or like there was a couple that?
Well, I'll tell you what right now. I just named 3 or 4 guys to you. My pick's not one of them.
Oh, so you're going dark horse.
Yeah, my pick's one B. I know I didn't. I know the Instagram algorithm didn't feed me him being in training in China and him training with Hakeem for nothing. I know it didn't give me that for nothing. And him growing, which is, I don't even know how it's even possible. Like, maybe give me some of those inches. Like, bro, like, I know I didn't see all that for nothing. He's put on weight, height. He went to, he went bald. I don't know. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is, I think we're in for, as long as he's healthy, an insane season. All right. He was my defensive player of the year pick. I don't remember the last time we saw MVP defensive player of the year. But I think this could be a spot where if he's healthy, he could win it for sure. Jokic is the right pick. Like, he is the right pick. I think this is the best Nuggets team we've seen, I think, in the Jokic era. So he's just gonna. I mean, I don't even know how it's gonna look.
Yeah,
compared to the previous years, but he's
back to what you said though. There's only 3 players in the history of the sport to win a defensive player of the year and MVP. Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
So your prediction of a 4th at 22 years old is bold, but it's promising, bro.
Yeah. I just, dude, ever since the end of the league, I've seen him under Pop and the Spurs. I can see his career going that trajectory, bro. He has the ability to do it. And this offseason has just like, I don't know.
100%.
But yeah, Jokic is the right answer, but I'm gonna go with Wemby. And if you say Shea, like, obviously the year past guy, like, I'm someone that, like, it's hard for me to repeat the same pick as last year. I don't know. I just don't like doing it.
Yeah.
So Wemby.
Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah, I think it's a good pick, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, growing 2 inches, who's doing that?
No.
21, 22. I don't know. I wish him so wrong. But my pick, man, I'm riding with my dog, the scoring champ, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Second time since 2018, like I said, that he doesn't enter the season with an all-star teammate. Second time. Last 8 seasons, he's averaged 10 plus boards. He's a defensive threat, arguably a defensive player of the year candidate again. And he's, like I said, he'll probably average 32, 33 points.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, a guy who's averaging 10 plus boards, 30, let's just say 31 plus. Let's be conservative here. 31 plus, 10 plus boards, and a defensive player of the year candidate. Why not? So I'm riding with it. And he's got to stay healthy. But I was thinking about Jokic because at the end of the day, I think he should have won it last year. And
so you have him for scoring title and MVP.
Yeah.
And I have Wemby for defensive player of the year and MVP. So we got like high predictions for these guys.
Yeah.
For the MVPs, I guess.
Yeah.
That's it's so hard not to like Giannis, bro. I wish he was in.
Hey, he might request a trade.
Hey, yeah, you never know. Okay, so let's just jump into the next segment. We're gonna talk about our predictions for the NBA playoffs. More in particular, we're gonna talk about who's gonna win the East, Who's gonna win the West? Who's gonna win it all? Where do you want to start? East, West? What are we doing? Up to you. Let's go.
Let's go.
I can say.
Go.
I'll say what? I'll say what? West. The East is without the Celtics being healthy and stuff. Like, bro, they're actually both harder to predict than most years.
The East?
Both. Like, I don't know which one was easier to pick.
And it's funny because they're harder. This the hardest to pick for opposite reasons.
Yeah.
The East is so weak that it could be anybody.
Yeah, West is stacked.
And the West is so strong that it could be anybody.
Yeah.
So I guess let's just start with the East. Well, you lead us off.
Yeah. So I'll go with the Knicks, bro. I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I think they have the depth for it. They got that bitter taste after last year. Losing to the Pacers. I think they're gonna be hungry. The defense is there. The energy was there. We went to that elimination game against the Celtics. It was electric. I'm going with the Knicks. I don't buy the Cavs yet. My pick, bro. I know it's not. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna second that, brother. It's a New York household. We're riding with the Knicks. We're riding with Timothy Chalamet, Spike Lee. We're riding with the Knicks.
Damn, bro.
They just got Jordan Clarkson, adding more depth to already a deep team.
Yeah.
They got the energy. They got the star power. And the Boston Celtics got weaker. And the Pacers got weaker. They were right there. Why not run it back? They're hungry. They're young. And they got the clutchest player in the sport, Jalen Brunson. And we all know playoff time in every sport comes down to who has the biggest nuts at the end of the day.
Of course, bro.
And then now you add another layer of depth. You're coming back hungrier than ever with a weaker East. So let's go.
And
I'm with you.
And we're avid Mike Brown lovers. So adding him to the mix, that's cool. We love Mike Brown. Yeah. So I'm actually shocked that we're on the same page there. Let's go to the West. There's like so many answers you can give. It's just so stacked, bro. Like you can say the Thunder, you can say the Nuggets, you can say the Mavs, you can say the Rockets, you can say the Warriors, you can say the Lakers. I'm going with the Nuggets, bro. That Western Conference Finals series was insane last year. I had the Nuggets. We had the Nuggets. They had no coach, and we had the Nuggets. I think this team's more complete. I think this is the time that I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a rematch of that Western Conference Finals.
Which one? Nuggets and who?
And Thunder.
No, I believe it was the Timberwolves and Thunder. The Thunder beat them 4-1, 5 games.
Oh, my bad. What was that? The West semis when they played each other. Yeah. West semis. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that series was crazy.
That was a 7-game series.
I know. Game 7 was just sucked because we
slammed Nuggets.
We had the Nuggets,
but we went with experience.
Yeah. But yeah, then they're gonna get their leg back. I do think, as I said earlier, this is the best Nuggets team that we've seen within the Jokic era. The additions of Cam and I want to like a broken record, but bro, this is like they play basketball, bro. They just signed Christian Braun to like big contract as well.
1.5.
So I'm following the money, bro. I think I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. There's so many right answers though.
No, they
There's no right answer. I think that's what I would say.
they added Valanciunas, Tim Hardaway Jr., Cam Johnson. I mean, that's
Yeah.
deep, and that's all Jokic and Jamal needed. No, I love it,
I could see a big year from Jamal, like a really big year from Jamal.
and he's one of those players, dude, that shows up, gets balls, isn't phased by the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's fire.
So yeah, I got a Nuggets Knicks finals. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but should be something. And you have what's your pick?
I'm going back to back. I'm going with OKC Thunder. I mean, bringing back the same squad. They besides the Thunder, besides the Nuggets series, I mean, they cakewalked the rest. I mean, they smacked the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals 4-1 out of 5 games. That team is just and they were young. I think they were the youngest team in the NBA,
Yeah.
and he still won it.
It's the biggest gap from a first seed to a second seed in NBA history.
No, yeah. So I mean, look, I doubted them last year because of the experience and because of the age. After winning it this year, they gained that experience. That's not even a question anymore. So why not go again? They're bringing back the same squad. They're deep. They're probably the deepest team in the NBA. They got star power. Chet Holmgren might have the best year of his career. I mean, I've always been a big fan of him. You know that.
Yeah.
And I think he's due for a breakout. I mean, we're talking about young studs that haven't even reached their ceiling. Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren are far from reaching their ceiling. So I'm going with them running it back. I'm going with them running it back, and I love it.
This could be the start of a dynasty. We talked about this years ago when they had all those picks. Remember?
Mm.
And here we are, bro. After that championship, that was like one of those moments that we like, we both kind of knew was coming. But back to back is not crazy at all. And on top of that, like knowing how big that gap was between first seed and second seed last year, I'm not saying the gap's going to be as big this year, but bro, it's going to be hard to not predict them first seed this year. So that's already a good place to start within the playoff bracket. And bro, they can just steamroll. So yeah, that's a good pick, bro. Again, I could see a rematch of the Nuggets and Thunder, but I think if that happens, they might be in trouble.
No. Hey, if that's the matchup, if they meet up in the playoffs, that's a 7-game series
Again.
And
yeah,
the Nuggets, hey, they might run with it. I don't know. That's I like them. I think we got 2 good picks there.
Let's I want to finish off talking about the season. Hot takes. I want to look back and say, look how.
Whoa. Let's. So you have Nuggets winning the chip then, correct?
I had the Nuggets winning the chip.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Knicks upset.
Knicks beating the Thunder.
I'm talking on my ass, aren't I?
No.
I mean, I'm hopeful. The thing is, let's fucking do it. Knicks upset. The Thunder are the team to beat. The Thunder are the best team in NBA, but the Knicks got the energy. They got Spike Lee. They got Stephen A. They got Timothy Chalamet, Kylie Jenner. They're coming this year. They're coming for vengeance this year.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a crazy pick.
That's it.
But playout time, momentum. I'm going with my dogs from New York. I'm riding with them. So, yeah,
that's kind of crazy. But if you're right, yeah, that'll be a crazy pool. That's a hot take, bro.
Hell yeah, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect segue because I wanna wrap up the season, like talking about our hot takes, right? I just like looking back and calling you an idiot.
Yeah,
that's like I love when you're like, yo, remember you said that? It's like awesome. I love funny people off that shit. Do you have like any hot takes? Like at all?
Yeah.
Besides the Knicks beating the Thunder in the finals?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 2. Or I have 3. One, I think Devin Booker gets traded at the trade deadline. I think Phoenix is in a desperate poverty time in their franchise. I think KD's gone. I don't see any future for them. They have nothing.
Yeah.
They don't have pieces going for them. They got to rebuild. They got to start. Devin Booker is at, I mean, you're talking about this prime of his game. The guy's a 30-point average type of guy. I don't see why they don't trade him, rebuild, get him to a contender, hopefully in the East. Why not Miami Heat? I would love that. We need a scorer. But, hey,
No,
that's one of my hot takes.
no power.
Shit, I don't know.
Okay, but look, anyways, you have 3 hot takes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I do too.
All right.
We can kind of just bounce off each other.
All right.
I'm gonna go from like warm to like hot, so they're gonna get progressively hotter.
All right.
I'm gonna say my first one is Magic finish top 3 in the East. I think they're the dark horse team. Initially, when I was thinking about who's gonna win the East, I'm sorry, I'm a Cavs hater. I'm sorry, but I wasn't even thinking about them. I was thinking like a Knicks Magic matchup. I swear. I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people this year, bro. I do. I think they're gonna finish top 3 in the East, and I can see a big year from Paolo. Or I can do that. That's my first hot take.
Okay.
Where are you moving?
No, yeah, the Magic are solid. I think they could bounce back. Young team that could keep going forward.
I don't know if that was I think it was a hot take, right?
I mean, they were 10th last
It was a
year.
lukewarm take.
East sucks.
Well,
I mean,
wait, last year they were what?
10th. They finished 10th.
In the East?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was no. They finished 7th. So yeah, I mean, no, you did. It's it's a good take. All right, my next hot take. I'm gonna shock you with this one. I'm gonna go. Pistons finish top 3 in the East, and I'll make it even hotter. 2 in the East, but I'm like we'll leave it top 3 just for a safety. But I'm gonna say 2.
Imagine saying that like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll make it even hotter again. I don't even think the Knicks are a number 1 seed. I don't. I think the Knicks find their way to they'll be like a 3-4 seed like they normally are, and then just run with it. At the end of the day, in the NBA,
Say with a seed, the Cavs probably.
Cavs will probably be first.
Yeah,
They're
an ass team.
regular season frauds. They do it every year. Yeah, they'll probably be first. I'm gonna go Pistons top 3 seed. And I'm gonna tell you why. They're a young team. They have Cade Cunningham, who I think has a chance to be a potential MVP candidate. Not only this year.
Oh my God.
Not only this year, but in the future. Like, maybe not this year, but for sure at some point in his career.
Yeah.
The guy's a beast. And they got a good cast around him. You know, Jay and Ivy, Stewart. I mean, talking about, like, it's almost a reflection of the 1990s Bad Boy Pistons, where it's hardcore defense. Fuck you, I'm coming at you. Like, they have that. They have that energy, and you saw it in the playoffs. And it was fun to watch. And they're young. So I think last year was just the beginning, and they made a pretty good playoff run. Like, considering they exceed a lot of expectations, people thought they were going to be last in the East, you know, down there, and they did this. So I think they're just scratching the surface. I think their ceiling's high. So that's my hot take.
Bro, honestly, when you said that, I was like, I don't know about that. But, bro, I'm looking at the standings from last year. Listen to this, right? Cavs 1, Celtics 2. Celtics are not going to beat 2. Who knows? If they're a higher seed than Pistons, wow.
Yeah, they good. The East sucks.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the rank.
Honestly, yeah. Whatever. Right? So they're not going to be 2, though. I know for a fact they're not going to be 2. Knicks 3, okay, it'll be up there. Pacers 4.
There's no Tyrese.
They're not going to be 4. Bucks 5. So, and then Pistons 6, Magic 7. So your pick is Pistons being top 3, mine's Magic being top 3. I think one of them could be right, because I think the Celtics, Pacers, and Bucks are not going to be where they were last year because of the Tatum injury, the Tyrese, what the hell injury, and the Bucks just being straight ass. So I actually like the pick, bro. I really do. They're a young, fun team to watch. My next hot take, Giannis gets traded. You said Book gets traded. Mine Giannis. I think very similar scenarios. They have been in that organization forever. They got to get out. They're not going to be competitive this year. They need to be in the playoffs. But actually, now I'm thinking about it, the Bucks will be in the playoffs. But whatever. Probably because the play-in tournament's like 20 teams or whatever. I don't think it's going to look good for them. I can see him being a Buck for life too, though. I don't know.
But hey, Pat Riley, hear this, man.
Bro.
Hear this, man. Get him. The Heat will become my new favorite team again.
Whoa.
I'm saying.
The fuck is that?
I'm a Yankee guy. Yankees are my team.
You're a Knicks guy.
When I was a kid, no.
He's a Knicks guy now.
No, when I was a kid, my team was the
He said
Heat.
my Knicks earlier. That's fucking crazy.
I'm a New York guy too. I'm a Yankee fan. You know this.
Okay.
But the Yankees are my team. When I was a kid, the Heat were my favorite team. They were. When LeBron days, that was my team. I'm saying my favorite sports team. Make it happen again. I need that again. I need that LeBron Heat fire. We need that superstar Miami again.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like those finals with Jimmy were special, but like there was no like we have an animal on our hands. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy was that, but not the talent that LeBron was that we saw growing up. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
I'm grateful for Jimmy. I love him.
Love is crazy.
Bro, he gave us memories that will last him forever.
I know.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He took us to the finals twice. I mean, come on. I have so much respect for him. But you're just not going to win with him as your A player, your number one guy. NBA's become a league. You need a superstar to win the chip. Look at every previous winner. Thunder, Shai Gilgeous, MVP. The Nuggets, Nikola Jokic. Boston Celtics, I mean, Tatum, and every superstar in the book. We're not going to win with just Jimmy Butler. We need a superstar. Pat Riley needs to see that. And let's fucking get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's fucking get him.
That guy's so wild.
Let's fucking get him.
Pat, listen to us, bro. Like, you gotta wake up, bro. It's been too many years. And this is the year that the Bucks are gonna be ass. Lock in. Let's make it happen. This team is not gonna be enough. I think we made good moves more than Norman Powell, but let's go, man. Let's go.
You know what? It's funny that you bring up Heat Knicks and you saying all that stuff. I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm just saying they're going to win it this year. And I like New York. I'm a Yankee fan. But that leads into my next hot take. Eastern Conference Finals, Miami Heat versus New York Knicks.
Let's go.
At the Garden. Not AAA anymore. But hey, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Spo, Coach of the Year. Fuck. Spo, Coach of the Year, bro.
Spo, Coach of the Year. Pat Riley, give us Giannis. And even if you don't, Norman Powell, do something.
Bro,
we got a cast.
We're actually...
Where's it? Hey, maybe I'm delusional, but the East is wide open. We got the Heat culture. I'm going to keep milking the Heat culture. I'm going to keep milking it until the wheels don't fall off.
Let's do it.
Hey, and this hot takes.
And bro, honestly, we're a team that's built for that playoff shit, man. Like we're so built for it. So
we're built for it.
Yeah. East is ass. We're somehow gonna heat our way through it.
Let's fucking go.
Love that hot take because it's hot. But for us, it's like, nah, I haven't. You know what I mean? For my last take, and then we'll call it an episode. The Lakers barely make it into the play-in tournament. I don't know. I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying this team. If LeBron, I know LeBron's gonna come back. I know that.
This is a hot take though. It might be too late by the time he comes back. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to feel like a dynamic this year. I don't see them. I think Redick he did a great job his first year. Shout out him. I don't know, bro. This is a weird year to be a Lakers fan. Just predicting anything with them really is tough. But yeah, this is a hot. That's also a kind of a dart throw, you know, because I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they're barely gonna make it into the play-in tournament. I ain't gonna be in the tournament this year.
No, I mean, dude, it's somewhat of a hot take, but at the same time, like, I get it. The West is better than ever. I mean, look, I'll name you 6 teams that I think are going to be above them, and I will agree with you. Thunder, Nuggets, Warriors, Timberwolves, Rockets, Clippers, Grizzlies. I mean,
Yeah.
Mavericks. Mavericks are going to be a dark horse team.
It's a lot of teams, bro.
I mean, Spurs, who knows?
Yeah, just
Spurs do something, yeah. Lakers, Spurs, Castle, so, huh?
Lakers, Spurs playing. That could, or Pelicans or some shit.
And I saw,
bro.
and I saw comments, and I've seen comments. DeAndre hasn't even worked out with Luca and LeBron. I mean, what's going on? I don't know. Maybe we're wrong, but
Yeah.
so I guess it's a hot take.
Yeah, it is. Well, that wraps up our first episode of the double play. I'm really excited to continue our conversations. I'm also excited to look back and laugh at my brother's takes. It's always one of my favorite things at the end of the year is to look back at our predictions.
I'm hitting one of them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But thank you for tuning in. This is exciting for us. We love talking about sports, and now getting the privilege to talk it with you guys. It's awesome. We'll see you next week.